Hi, how's it in the name of Jesus? How you doing? It's your girlfriend Kay. I hope you're good. I hope you're peachy. I hope you're stellar. And I hope you're in a neat little bunch. If you're not, welcome to the party. I apologize for my white car sunscreen that's coming off on my hair. Whatever. And everything else that might need an apology. My edges that are not properly laid, like anything that needs an apology, we're throwing it out there. Okay, so it's exceptionally hot to the point of weakness in my body, in the country that is South Africa, in the city that is Johannesburg. And as sultry as this heat is, with all this construction work going on, even with the rumblings of thunder that you can hear because it's threatening to rain, the weather is still violent. Yeah, I can't sit back there in that windy house because Hlongwane, the Rimon, I'm not gonna survive. Eish, problem with natural hair, edges, yo. This is water, because without it I would probably perish. I don't even know how my cat deals with all that fur on her body. Like, it can't be easy. Anyway, let me put this water down. I am so hot that I don't know whether I'm coming or going. Thankfully my phone is chilling on an ice pack, so it won't overheat. Yeah, but that's not to stop the phone from saying, but what's going on right now? What? Just generally, I'm boiling. Anyway, this is an interlude. In other words, there's no edits, blah blah, all that stuff. You know what interludes are like. However, I'm very I'm definitely gonna add makeup, so that's fake. Oof. Construction work from here to Timbuktu. Ay. But there's nothing I can do though, right? I'm out here complaining already. This weather, I know. So, but what can I do? What can I do, you guys? What can I do? Hey, I like this lipstick. It's pink. But now they're making a noise over me. Anyway, whatever. Let them do what they want to do. This heat. I know, Shem. I say no. I say no. I say no. I just say no. I can't. But you know, I have no choice. I just have to deal, because this is how hot South Africa is. Fan or no fan. Lights out. Fan or no fan. Aircon or okay, maybe aircon might work. Mara, fan or no fan. Edges or no edges. Hair or no hair. At least my hair is doing well. Apparently when it's this hot, hair grows well, so there's an upside. There's an upside. But my protective style is old now. No, it's not old. It's new based on my decision. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I can't even gather my thoughts because of how hot it is. And the topic of the day is hell. And then there's like a meteor and 3 balls of fire. It's hotter than Johannesburg at the moment. As in, do whatever you want to do. Hell is hotter than Johannesburg at the moment. And just in the same way that I'm like, me, I can't. I'm not doing this. Like, I'm sorry. Libalang. This is not it's not sustainable. But even my speech is like, I'm stumbling. It's like this heat is braaiing me in here too. Incongruent, illegible. My speech is unintelligible, incoherent, incomprehensible, because I'm hot. I can't even duck. If a projectile was coming, I'd be too slow. It would kill me. I wouldn't be able to duck. I'm drunk with heat. Heat stroke. Whew. But I'm also drunk with spiritual war. It's hard here, y'all. I'm unintelligible. Can you understand my words? Are they hitting a nail? Are you getting it? 'Cause I'm drunk with heat. That's why I'm a Christian. That's why I'm a Christian. Yeah. Kimzalwane, guys, I'm a Christian. I'm a believer in the Lord Jesus Christ. Because right now I'm unintelligible because of heat. Johannesburg is showing me flames right now. And there are clouds in the sky. Can you believe it? And then there's construction work on top of that. Woo! Hey. Yo, hey. Yo, hey. Yeah. I know, shit. I say no. I say no. I say no. That's it. Like, I just say no. Hey, Mara, y'all don't seem to be taking no for an answer. Bottom line is, there's nothing I can do about Lokfisa logo, this heat. Can't run away. It's just there. See, photo fella, and you know, like I said, there are clouds. Me, I'm unintelligible, I'm incoherent, and you, as my enemies, are compulsive. But this is what I'm gonna put out there right now. Ne? I'm a Christian because this is unacceptable. This kind of heat. It's giving stroke. It's giving death. It's giving tomorrow might not come. Tomorrow might not come. But hey, No more am I going to be scorched by the elements one day. But there is a plague in the book of the Revelation that is from the sun. Y'all gonna be Icarus. The sun is gonna come to you. You're not gonna go to it. Men will be scorched with great heat. Radiation ain't gonna be jack on that. Fukushima, Chernobyl, ain't got nothing on that plague. Oh, one of the bowls of God's wrath. Men will be scorched with great heat, and they will blaspheme the God of heaven because their pain was exceedingly great. With loathsome sores on top of that, like, oh. I say no. I say no. I say no. I say no. But you see, I'm busy saying no. But it don't matter. Cause I'm here, ain't I? I'm in it. I'm in it. I got, like, this is it. This is it's hot. I'm in it. I can't leave. And that's why I'm a Christian. Because listen up. No matter how unintelligible my speech might be right now, comprehend that you're gonna be doing that soon. Oh guys, I can't. Like, nothing I do. Like, hey, like, there's nothing I can do. Ish. There is absolutely nothing I can do. All I gotta do is just deal. Like, even with the noise of the construction outside, like, yeah, whoa. Like I said, I don't even know how my cat can deal having hair on her body. Cat, how's that feeling? Huh? What's giving? What's giving, Cat? How you gonna just take all that heat in your stride? Like, yo, ooh, Askies. All I can say is I'm sorry, you're a cat. Hey. Anyway, my cat's here, just in case you were wondering. My phone is plugged to a contraption, so I'm not gonna show you. But, hey, yo, Bushubile. Cat, do you agree? Hey, now my cat's getting out, because now it's like, outside it's bad, inside it's bad. There's just nowhere. Hey, y'all better thank Jesus Christ when you've got aircon, dog. Like, dude, see for the breathing. I want to breeze. The helling ditches are JH. Hell is hotter than JHB. You know, like Johannesburg. Oh, cat, leave my water alone. Don't drink my water. It's my water. My cat's confused. She doesn't know where to go. Where you want to go? Where you want to go? I get it. I get the confusion, because you go outside, it's hot. You go inside, it's hot. You switch on the fan, it's hot. Whew. You even end up regretting eating ice. You know why? Because when you're done chewing it, when you're done swallowing it, you feel overwhelmed by the fact that it's still hot. Because then it attacks you from an angle where it's slapping you, saying, how dare you try to cool me down when I'm the dominant power right now. So you eat ice, or you use an ice pack, only to be hotter after you are done. And I mean, you can't eat all the ice in the fridge, coupled with the fact that it gets depleted. Nothing helps. Nothing. You know, when you are hot, guys, nothing works. Like the other day, I was telling yet another guy that was doing cupboards in the kitchen because it's just a whole bunch of construction work. I was like, you know the heat. Ne? I can't. Because you can take off all your clothes and it's still killing you. Do this with a fan, it's still murdering you. Unless you have got aircon, the fan will blow hot air. Yo, Joe, have you dealt with that kind of heat? Where the fan is not helping. It's the air coming from the fan is also hot. You feel patronized by the fan. The fan will also tell you where to get off. So you just lie there dangling like a no-brainer until further notice, until the sun sets. All day you're just like all day. And even then when the sun sets, it still has to cool down. So basically you're not out of the woods until like maybe 10 p.m. at night. Crying cat, you don't get... Oh, my cat went and drank my water. So now I don't have water anymore. I'm going to drink your water, Karabo. So, Crying cat, now that you've drunk my water, are you feeling good about yourself? I promise you the cat is down there. I'm not going to show you. Because my phone is on a contraption of an ice pack. It's hot. I told that dude that I prefer winter because at least in winter you can wear a jersey, a blankie, put on the heater and be healed from the cold. But when it's hot, like I said, even the fan will patronize you. Even the fan will say, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a fan, but I'm not your fan. I don't owe you jack, girl. Like, nah, I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you nothing. And it'll blow hot air in your face. Yeah. You be thinking, is everybody out to get me? Yanzin, what I do? Like, what did I, please, I need to know. What did I do? And you'll never know. Listen. Okay, I chose Christ because I can't stand heat. I chose Christ because I believed it when he said that he would endure men through heat for all of eternity. I prefer winter. Ooh, even with all this wind, look, there's wind blowing that you can hear outside around, because people be out littering on the property that are working here. And even with that wind, I can't feel it too, because even though the sun is behind some clouds that are like grrr, it's still hot. So can you imagine what it must have felt like earlier, before the clouds covered the sky? Can you imagine? Yeah, I gave my life to Jesus because, no, we can't. Like heat, and I can't. Next thing you also get a rash. Everything is itchier when you're hot. If you've got an itchy scalp flaking with dandruff, it's itchier. If you've got rash, it's itchier. Sometimes you get rash because it's hot. You can't heal. If you've got hives, they get worse. If you've got allergies, they get worse. Nothing gives when it's hot. It's a feeling of listlessness and you just gotta ride it out. It's like you are at the mercy of the element that is the sun. You are at the mercy of a lack of air. You are at the mercy of this hot thing that's doing a hot thing. That's heat for you. It'll show you flames. Flames. Do you understand? No pun intended, or pun intended. Indeed, no, the pun is intended. Okay, I need to reinforce this thing at the back, make it tighter so my phone does not fall. Because without this ice pack, my phone would overheat. My cell phone device would overheat. I know, Shem, heat. Can't nobody move, don't nobody move. Don't nobody step, don't nobody do nothing. I'll say, like, you proper don't know what to do with yourself, Makshisa, guys. You don't know that you can relate. Don't come at me with I don't know, Karabo, what you talk about. If you've lived on any continent on Earth other than Antarctica, you would know. When there's heat that just is, it's full of spite. It's just like nothing gives. Like I said, even a fan will out here be blowing hot air. And if you can't afford air conditioning, you're done for. You're done for. Do you understand? Yeah. That's what's good. That's how hot it is right now in Johannesburg on this 10th of December, so 2024. I gave my life to the Lord Jesus Christ because lokshisa logu mina, I can't take this heat in my stride. If I can't take the heat of the earth, if I can't stand any like an iron burn, a stove burn, then it's ideal that I should give my life to Christ, right? Listen up, hell is hotter than Johannesburg at the moment. It's hotter than a stove. It's hotter than an iron. It is this place where just, you know, the listless feeling that you have when it's hot, there's nothing you can do. No amount of clothes you can take off. And even when you put on a fan, it blows hot air in your face. Yeah, okay. That's the level of listlessness that you will feel in eternity too. But for temperatures that I can't even fathom. And with you not even dying. The fire does not consume. In that place there is weeping and gnashing of teeth for all of eternity, and the smoke of your torment will rise up forever. As hot as I am, I'm coming here to let you guys know that all of y'all with your chance taking, make like a flower bloom. Very soon you're going to wish that you were sitting in this sultry heat of Johannesburg. You will wish you were endured through all my sweats and all my laments about the element that is the sun, that's not giving me a break. It's not cutting me any slack. It's not interested in having my back. It's just like, girl, deal. Like, I probably can't even sleep. I'm starting to get like dark circles because it's so hot. It's just so crazy hot. I don't know what I did to the sun, but the sun happens to be picking a controversy with me. It's picking a controversy with me. I am out of it. I have not recorded for the past 2 days, maybe 3 days. But I've had content that I've been posting anyway, because it's older. And in that time, the bombardment, the level of demonic attack that I have seen but did not come to record because I was distracted by something. I had to help out with something yesterday, my mom. Why didn't I record yesterday? What was the purpose behind that? Oh yeah, another reason why I haven't been recording consistently is because the activity of all this construction work on the yard is distracting, because I work in my car. I cannot work out there in the tool shed because it's too hot. My phone would just probably burn, like altogether, just burn, like to the ground. When I don't record, I get bombarded by sorrow because I'm sitting on understanding as to what's going on. Listen, okay? Whether or not you believe in hell is irrelevant. Because bottom line is that it exists. It's like saying that you don't believe in prison. It doesn't matter, just you go commit a crime. Just you go commit a crime. Do that. Yeah, Cat, get inside. You see that thunder is telling you get inside and chill at the back there. You go commit a crime. All you need to do is commit a crime. Commit a crime, guys, and you will find out that whether or not you believe in prison is irrelevant. Saying you don't believe in hell is like saying you don't believe in prison. It's irrelevant. It's entirely irrelevant that you do not believe that God is going to smite you with hellfire for all of eternity, and the smoke of your torment will rise forever and ever, and there will be no rest for you day and night. And I keep seeing people who think that because my channel is sitting on binary code, ones and zeros, that nobody's watching me, that I'm not growing. If anything, every so often I might even lose subscribers. They think that there's no God. Listen. If there was no God, what menacing stank you are would have finished us off already by now. I keep saying that time and time again. The human race is too evil for there to be no God. The human race is also strangely kept buoyant. The human race is also strangely kept aloft. In spite of what you do. In spite of your witchcraft. In spite of it, like basically, people still get jobs. People still have children. People still multiply. And like I said, have children. People still embark on business ventures that succeed. Evidencing that there is a restraining power. I keep repeating myself time and time again. But those of y'all that are coming at me with all of these like demonic attacks, mamelang, like just listen, okay? As in Gashisa. Those of y'all that keep coming at me got all of these demonic attacks. I once did a video speaking about how back in the day there was this guy that asked me, that literally like I was going to go and visit my boyfriend. I didn't find him at home, but his boy, when I was busy knocking at the gate, was there. And so I was like, hey, what's up? Where's my guy? And he was like, I don't know. Then he told me that we can wait for my boyfriend. And he made a pass at me with subtly hinting. And at which point I was like, okay, this is my cue, I gotta go. Yeah, okay. That story, that video, you would have to trash through my YouTube content basically to get it. It was me lamenting about the indiscretion of men, like just how it is that men are just so hella inappropriate. They are so inappropriate that for them, they think that women are easy access or up for grabs or takeable insofar as they are the ones in the immediate environment, of that woman, to talk to them when they are in some kind of situation of need or situation of temporary lack of company. Like when, yes, you guys, I don't know why you are like this, but winners know when to stop, and there are elements of appropriateness that ought to be employed in a circumstance that people might not embarrass themselves. You cannot, for the life of you, without being abashed or just crazy awkward, hit on a woman that is just awkward to hit on. Like, there are rules. And you know what, in this video I spoke about how men will be out here hollering at this sister. There's also another dude that thoroughly hit on me, and he was my sister's ex. We had dropped off my sister at the airport. This dude had stayed in my sister's life as a friend. He dropped both my sister and her present boyfriend at the time at the airport. And because of the fact that he was now single, he just figured that since I'm no longer with your sister, I can be with you. I mean, what makes you think you can just join her in a family and it be acceptable? Last year you were the prospective mukwenyani of the younger sister. Next year you are the prospective mukwenyani of the older sister. And the year thereafter you are the prospective mukwenyani of the middle sister. I mean, why is that not like just dawning as crazy to people? Men are like that. Like, I'm sorry, maybe even women every so often, but it's largely a male issue. Like, I literally, I don't understand it, hey? Like, there are places where you can jol and others where you just can't. There are people you can't shella. Like, you can't. Please don't try. There are people where it's just not right to attempt. Like, for instance, your cousin's ex, your uncle-in-law cannot, seeing as things did not work out with him and your aunt. Now try and see if he can't holler at you. Fine, we get it. You are not blood family. But not everything goes, guys. There are rules in the world, eh? There are rules. You can't date your friend's ex. But you know, not everybody has self-control in the streets of Earth. Some people are just mad, like they're insane. And then there are the awkwardnesses of, for instance, a guy that could only be a friend, nothing else, it's clear. Because Ndota, come on though, right? I'm like, what? 1.75 meters tall. And you're one of those Tompi cigarette guys that have always liked yourself some petite girls. You've always liked them tiny because you always wanted to feel like a guy. And then you want to go and subjugate a woman to the tyranny of being Inga. Just as Ingo to a big chunky woman in the midst of a guy this short. Like he is so tiny, he's not even thick or scrawny. And back in the day, it was generally agreed that I like my girls petite because I'm petite as a guy. However, because a gentle giant, like Amazonian woman in size just so happens to be struggling, because you're just used to asking anything out, you then think that as a guy that is about a meter tall, that you are going to make an Amazonian woman take you because no one else is coming. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be shallow. Mara, people need to know when not to shella. Also, when a woman has suffered and scheme go fella, like the whole crew of friends abandoned her, they ditched her, they left her out on a limb, pretended like nothing gave, nothing was good, nothing was happening. Yeah, when everybody's acting like this thing did not happen and you all sabotaged and stabbed her in the back, and then one of them, after 10 years, a decade, realizes that this chick is still out on a limb. And after all that sabotage, then decide that, okay, I mean, most done. Nobody else is coming, most. No one is watching her content. Not only did you betray the living daylights out of me by not having my back, gossip me, speak of me like I'm nobody. You are also the size of a cigarette butt, and I'm Amazonian. I'm 1.75 meters tall. Guys, now you can't. Like, how am I gonna get out? What was wrong? Hey, sharp. It's getting better because it was very hot. It was very, very hot. It's cooling down now that the winds are blowing all over the show, so that's better. Yeah, guys, you know what? How, like, the way Kishelwanka thing, you can anything. Yo, guys, like anything. It's like for them, she's got piping, she's got the nether regions, she's got breasts, kimsadi, and she's struggling, and I think she's pretty. And even though she never would have looked at me back in the day, now she will goma me, now she will be with me because she has nothing. Like, how in the world am I gonna go and marry after years of suffering one of my biggest betrayers, following which, never mind that, sorry, one of my biggest betrayers, but who also happened to be a guy that I could never date. Like, I could never date him. What the heck? Like, do you want to embarrass me? Like, what's going on? But it appears that's what they want to do. I can't believe the people that are trying with me right now with Korobela. I literally cannot believe it. I cannot believe the dreams that I'm getting. I can't believe the kinds of people that are trying to see if they can't slide into my DMs and then become my husband. I cannot believe it. Like some dude that I used to know back in the day that I worked with at MTN, extremely scrawny, like skinny and extremely short. I am tall. I am 1.75 meters tall. And I ain't trying to hate on short guys. You have your thing and your people. But I don't want to be a giant next to a man. If a man cannot carry me up the stairs, I don't want him. If I am going to look like his grandmother's grandmother when I am pregnant with his child, these are my preferences. It's my preferences. Most too long at the restaurant and be looking at my husband like that. I don't want a short guy. And rarely ever do I get pursued by them. It's like they just know. Never mind short but scrawny. There is something in men that makes them want to be physically girthier than women, NJ. Plus, personally, it's a preference. But you see, all of my preferences, everything that I want, people are like, Mos, it's not coming. No one cares, Mos. It's all a matter of but, Mos. They have told themselves that hahona mos. It's like, but yeah, proper. So as a result, I need to go and marry some scrawny dude that's like half my height. Because I'm not luto. He reminds me of that dude that asked me out when we were coming back from the airport after dropping my sister and her boyfriend off. Ujotele my sister and now you want to still come back with thing, and my mom looked at me like, really? You went and dated your sister's ex? I thought I've seen things in my children, but this here is new. Anyway, you're a grown woman, do whatever. It's like hakuna discretion in the male population, yo. I don't know what's going on. Like, there are places where you should, like, you can't shella there, guys. You can't. Like, you can't be out, you're going for your ex's baby sister. You can't be going for your ex's cousin. When you do understand, it's going to be awkward, it's going to be taboo, and the woman is going to be the one that's going to be made look desperate. Because men, for them, it's like they've won, hey? Ka, chi, ting, 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 lottery. For men, it is viewed as, I know, you were able to go and sleep with 2 sisters. But for the women, it's like you have no discretion. Why did you date your sister's ex? Essentially what I'm getting at is that the derision, the social derision and the frowning upon on your person lands on your head as a woman, not so much as men. Mara, they don't care. And that's why I keep on counseling women time and time again. Be careful of men that just ask you out when you are out on a limb trying to help you out. Disregarding, for crying out loud, the taboo of you being with them. Because for them, it's about the ownership, the win, whereas your reputational damage means jack. I mean, for me to go and walk down the aisle to Stompisele sa cigarette, first and foremost. And secondly, betrayal. The level of betrayal that I endured at the hands of those guys. They were my friends. Them and a whole bunch of girls, and they gossiped me, they ignored me, they watched me suffocate, left me out on a limb, and the next thing I'm actually getting a dream. I'm getting a dream of this person providing for my every need and me considering deeply dating him. Are you freaking serious? I look at you like that. You are hovering somewhere on my knees, dog. That's really like it'll never happen. You are too short, you are too scrawny, you are too little, you are too tiny. What happened to that little cigarette butt of a girlfriend that you were dating back in the day? Didn't you propose marriage to her? Didn't you marry her? She was your size, Mus. We met her. She was strangely shorter than you. For the life of me, I never ever imagine anybody could be. And yet there was a woman that you found. Beautiful. There was a petite little, box number. Nearly a package. A small little cute quaint package. And I was like, whoa. It's proper, like made in heaven, that match. They say all these years down the line, this dude thoroughly thinks he can go and marry her, like Umlang Jovis as Eastom Pise cigarette. Are you serious? You gonna go and fetch Jovi G? You are gonna go and fetch Umlang Jovis as a woman when you are a man? Omukana, Like, I'm sorry. It's not like, for instance, you know, models are extremely heighty. They can even reach 1.8 meters. Like, they can be ridiculously tall. And so it is sometimes understandable when they date shorter guys. But when a guy is so small in comparison to you, in both stature, like as in his girth and his height, on that day when a woman dates him, she's special or strong. She is one of those that can overlook certain things. And I'm telling you right now, being Christian or not, I can't overlook certain things. Like, I get to have preferences. Do not imagine that because Kim Zalwani, I need to just take everything. And do not imagine that because Kim Zalwani, I don't have nuances of preferences. Don't call me shallow. Understand, I'm not shallow. I prefer a certain kind of man. But because of my poverty, kishalwa raf. I have had Gen Zs try to pursue me, despite me saying, I don't want kids. I don't want a child. And then they have said, but you don't have anything, mus. I have had old men. Like, there was a guy that was 21 years older than me. My mom's age, more or less. My mom is 26 years older than me. That wanted to take me as a second wife. So, on both extremes in J, people are insane. Either really old men or really like men that are too young. And then there are the ones that are just awkward because it's my ex's from a friend. I've had that come at me too. Or because it's my former colleague that betrayed me with a whole bunch of other colleagues, coupled with the fact that he is the size of Laurel. He's the size of Beavis and Butthead. Omokana, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And I am, like I said, Amazonian. I am tall. Ostompisa cigarette, at top of that, you betrayed me. But I gotta marry you? Men just take it like proper. They will meet you after 10 years of not seeing each other, and this time around they will feel like it's okay for them to shella you even though it was appropriate 10 years ago. I don't know what it is about men. I don't know why they do that. But do you, Baga, and shella a woman that is way out of your league. But do not come at her, because then on that day you will die a slow, painful death. With coercion. Don't come at her with korobela, please. Shella an inappropriate woman. Go and try and pursue your girlfriend's mom. But the moment you go and you slap your girlfriend's mom with korobela, that's when I'm just gonna come here to let you guys know that, you know what, Nja? Hell is hotter than Johannesburg at present. And you're going there. You are properly of the imagination that you can slap me with all different kinds of spells, urinate on me like you're marking your territory with all of your witchcraft, and then have the Lord just stand back and do nothing. You've been in and out of the church out just sleeping with the pastor's kid. You've been doing that for a minute. So, I mean, it is no wonder that now you're all besotted with the father's kid. On the come up, when we were all working together at MTN, I mean, you will remember how you were always just sleeping with the girls in the church, right? At the time, I didn't see anything wrong with it because I was lost. I just thought that that's what Christianity was. And now look at you do the exact same thing you've been doing all this time. Sleeping with women that you ought not be sleeping with, Esondwen. And now you, being the size of a stumpy of a cigarette, think you can go and marry an Amazonian woman. I need the loo. It is now officially raining. Okay. I told you guys the other day, I'm back. Is it cool enough for me to not need the ice pack anymore? Because it's just falling apart. The way it's so hot, it's melting at like record speeds. And so my phone is slipping out. Not only did I get attacked Kakorobela spell by this former colleague from MTN that was like literally it could never work. Like him and I could never be together. Not only did he come at me kakorobela because apparently no one else is coming. Look around, girl. Like proper, everybody is treating me like twantsikinke anything that comes my way. Bang shapaka, look around. Lighting is gonna be lackluster because it's dark outside thanks to it being rainy. So look out for that. I'm sorry for the shuffling. Yeah, I keep getting looked at by everybody like, look around, girl. Look around. Like people are telling me look around. Everybody is experimenting on me with korobela. And at this particular juncture, I'm just like, whew, yazin, guys. Like, yazin, like literally go to hell, man. Like, waiting, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, it's so hot. It's still so hot. Like, it's still so hot despite it raining. Bet you can hear the rain outside. Bet you can also tell because it's gotten darker in here. I just, yo, like, the bombardment. And then I got another dream of some other dude that I don't know that generally ignores women like me. But because he's been watching my content, he's like, yeah, I'll take it. Engati, I'm takeable. Like, I'm takeable. And all of these people are doing this to me based on the video that I uploaded where I was saying, I'm leaving South Africa and I'm getting married to a dude from another country and I'm gonna live there for the rest of my days. Because this here is not sustainable. This here is not sustainable. This country's done for. And so out of spite and possessiveness, they are holding on to me saying, fine, we'll marry you, but you have to stay here so South African men don't end up just looking like the trash that they have made. The video where I was speaking about walking away from TikTok because it's just a rubbish place to be, and I was speaking about the judgment on South Africa. After that, the flood of korobela dreams that I got from worthless guys from this country was ridiculous. And for me, it's like, are you gonna keep bewitching me from a distance just for the sake of marking your territory? Like an animal urinating on some spot. Are you gonna keep doing that? Listen, right? Listen, like proper. Like you just, it's almost as if like they this dude owner, the one that I used to work with at MTN, my ministry up. He was rolling my ministry up like a carpet. He was rolling it up like a carpet. So the intention here is to get me to walk away from God until I take anything that is thrown in my direction. And then the other dude was trying to make me feel important and special because apparently, allegedly, generally, he doesn't date women like me. And by women like me, he was talking basically Christian prudish, unprepared to kiss his behind. I'm at his mercy. Almost like I need him to give me that compliment. I don't understand what's going on. And this is the very reason why South Africa is done for. Well, you know, the one with the colleague was so taboo and so worthless that I didn't even want to talk about it until I had a dream of him holstering himself up on a noose, committing suicide. The same little cigarette stumpy guy. It doesn't matter that I'm short, baby. Bottom line is, at least you've got marriage. I dreamt about him committing suicide. Hence why I'm saying hell is hotter than Johannesburg at the moment, Abut. It's real whether or not you believe it. Whether or not you can experiment with God. Remember that one dude at MTN that committed suicide? And you said, yo, I don't know why anybody would commit suicide because we can't really verify, we can't really confirm if God exists. Mara, to commit suicide is to basically test something that you can't afford to test. So I'd never do it. Well, because you are out here in pursuit of a saint Karichare and you are ridiculous, expecting me to be embarrassed in front of everybody by marrying you. I had no feelings for you in my dream, but I was following you around deeply considering being with you because you just spent so much money on me. I don't care for my sente ahau. I don't care for your 2 bob and your 3 cents. You keep looking around on the left and on the right, and you see that no one watches my content, and so just like every other one of these dastardly beasts, experiment. Because you trust nobody's gonna watch my content. The day's gonna come and I'm viewed. Do you understand? It is an abomination, it is shameless, and it is embarrassing that you tried me in Korobela. I cannot believe it. Like, literally, I am in awe. I'm in shock. Omukana boy. Never mind all the like stomping a cigarette. You also freaking betrayed me. Plus, me being with you would be a taboo of the century. I don't know why men don't see that. Opportunism is the only thing that matters to them. Hell is hotter than Johannesburg at the moment. And then Mpinjia Haya, that is also similarly short. His friend that also betrayed me, and then he started with me already when I was at MTN. He threw witchcraft on me to make sure that I don't get a job. Not a job, sorry, that I don't get a hit. I got promoted. He used to mentor me to become a project manager, and then he bewitched my career. That dude, I dreamt about him losing a child because of his insanity. So the one commits suicide, and then the other loses a kid. I told you, the judgment on the wicked is multi-pronged. Some are gonna die. You're gonna be stopped. Some through death, others through the death of children, and then others are going to stay alive for no other reason but to endure the tribulation all the way to the end, and then get killed by Christ at his second coming, because they will take the mark of the beast. It's not going to end well. Others, if they repent, of course, will be spared. This is the only way that this can end. Apart from repentance, these 3 judgments will inevitably fall. One of them was suicide, the other one lost a kid, and then there's no one yet that I'm seeing right now. That would be in like the tribulation, not as at the immediate dreams that I've been getting. The one o after ang thusa thola mosebetsi. In my dream, all of a sudden he was trying to be a man, where before he had abandoned me, dished me, treated me like trash. All of a sudden he was trying to pay my way. Yes, guys, leave me alone. Hell is hell is hell. And the reason why this dude was trying to help me along was because he had lost a child. He had lost a very young child. Either it was a brand new baby or just 2 or 3 years old. And because of that, all of a sudden he was trying to spend money on my particular case. My thing is, they're all watching me. And instead of doing a better thing, they keep experimenting, because the only evidence that they have of God, according to them, is my deliverance. And for as long as there is no what they call proof in the pudding that God exists, they keep on experimenting over and over and over again with witchcraft. That's why I'm leaving South Africa. That's why I'm not staying in this dastardly country. That's why I'm not going to be writing out all of your trash, all of your crazy. That's why I will not be subjugated to the tyranny of what you are, just indefinitely on a loop, just going and going and going. Men like proper, I know you, Shem. I've learned you. I know that you can easily share like your best friend's friend. Your best friend's girl, so just because you bumped into her at a party and she wasn't with her man. And because you all know each other, you're out here hanging out with each other. And then he starts talking to you about how it is that I've always thought you're so beautiful. But dude, I'm dating your boy. Yeah, I know, but I mean, you know, we can talk. I think like men are like that. Men are literally like that. There is no taboo too big or too small for them. He will literally try and take you home. I once saw some friend of my ex-boyfriend insist on taking my boyfriend's, at the time he was my boyfriend's baby sister home, with my ex knowing what kind of a dude he is, and my ex saying, sister girl, you are not going anywhere with this guy. Even I, Fagazad, I got in there and I was like, you are not leaving with her. He was thoroughly trying to go. And wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, the baby sister of my boyfriend, while my boyfriend and I were looking at this thing unfold in front of us, the woman of which my ex-boyfriend's little sister was like wasted. She was wasted. She was drunk out of her mind. And she was at our apartment at the time we were cohabiting, living together. And we had a second bedroom. And we were like, hey dude, you will sleep here. And we will drop you off at home tomorrow. And this chick was like, I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to sleep on my bed. I want to sleep on my own bed. I want to sleep on my own bed. And this dude is like, but I also live in the south of Johannesburg. I'll drop her off. And my boyfriend was like, boy, I know you.